So, hello friends, Sachin Bezgamar here again, and I just wanted to explain out some of the terms in IoT. IoT is basically an Internet of Things which works with the help of internet. Basically, I wanted to explain you out all how the IoT works in basics. Okay, so basic terms in IoT and how its architecture is exactly is there. You can see out one of the picture in front of me right now, the IoT, which shows an IoT architecture. So it is an basic level of architecture which will be having an IoT device, IoT gateway, IoT cloud, and phone and PC. So I'm just going to explain you out what are these nodes are and how these nodes are used in IoT and what are the things that contains these IoT nodes. Okay, so to explain it out very betterly, what I will do, I will give you an example, one example, and I will show you out how the data is transmitted through IoT device to IoT gateway and IoT cloud, and how that data is used on phone or PC. Okay, so let's start with an example. So the very basic example of an to explain out this IoT architecture, I will use out a temperature sensor, right? Yeah. So that everyone must know the temperature sensor what it does. So it detects out temperature of an object. Okay. So if we want to measure out an body temperature, then we will use out temperature sensor on the body. Then if we wanted to monitor out some of the machineries temperature, then we can do that with the temperature sensors. So temperature sensor collects out that data, and that data is need to be read by an IoT device. So the combination of IoT device, sorry, the temperature sensor, IoT device, and communication model, which will send out data from the IoT device to the IoT gateway, will be called and completely as an IoT device. Yes. So I will repeat it once again. The sensor, which will get the data from the object, the IoT device, that means a controller which will collect out the data from the sensor, and the data is sent to the IoT gateway through an communication model. So there are two ways by which we can send out data from IoT node to the IoT gateway. Yes, so wirelessly and the wired network. Yeah, by both the way we can send out data from the IoT device to an IoT gateway. So in wireless network we can use out Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, LoRa, GSM also, Zigbees, RF. So there are many ways by which we can send out data to the IoT gateway, depending on its requirements and the budget of the project, and the most probably on the requirements only we select out the method by which we wanted to send out data from IoT device to the IoT gateway. So in wired networks, we use out RS485, RS232, CAN protocols, one wire, two wire protocols. So these are the all protocols by which we can send out the data to IoT gateway. So this is completely about the IoT node. So I will again once again repeat out. IoT node is consist of a sensor, a data collector, nothing but a microcontroller or microprocessor, and then the communication model. So this is completely an IoT node. Let's move ahead to the IoT gateway. Once the data is collected from the IoT device and it is sent to the IoT gateway through an communication modem, then we will get the data on IoT cloud, IoT gateway. So gateway will send out this data to the IoT cloud. IoT gateway is communicating with the many of the IoT devices. Yes. So simultaneously it can communicate with the many of the IoT devices depending on its capacity again. So one of the gateway can communicate with the 50 devices, 200 devices, 300 devices, depend on its capacity and the requirement also. So it will collect out all of the nodes of the data, and that data is stored over the gateway. Whenever the network is available, it will send out data to the IoT cloud using the internet. So there are different methods by which we can send out the data. HTTP, MQTT, these are all methods by which we can send out data from IoT gateway to the IoT cloud. Yeah, at the IoT cloud side, we will be having databases which will store out all of the gateways data. So as like many of the nodes are coordinating with the IoT gateways, as like only all of the IoT gateways will be coordinating with the IoT cloud. So all of the gateways data will be stored at the IoT cloud. And at the endpoint where the application user is using out the application, like mobile apps or web apps, it will be shown, the all of the data is shown on the phone or the PC. On the phone we will show out data on the mobile apps, and on the PC we will show out the data on the web apps, right? So in the case of temperature sensor, what will happen? The IoT device will detect out a temperature of an object. That temperature will be sent to the IoT gateway of a particular device with a particular ID also, so that IoT gateway can distinguish between an different n number of devices. Then this data is sent to the IoT cloud. IoT cloud will save out this complete data into the database, and that data is presentable to the application user uh, whenever required. So this is how the complete IoT architecture works. So this is just a basic example of an IoT. I just wanted you to understand how IoT actually works. Thank you.